Here's a hard truth. Your manager doesn't know everything that you do at work. They may not even know half of what you do each day. So if you're waiting for them to notice all of your hard work and everything you do all on their own, you might be waiting for a very long time. My name is Sara Camilo, and I'm a certified career coach and resume writer. So if you want to grow in your career, you're in the right place. You need these 3 valuable skills: confidence, communication, and a strategy to manage up. So today I'm going to show you how they all go hand in hand. Section number 1, what is managing up? First, let's talk about what it isn't. Managing up is not sucking up. It's not manipulation. It's all about making your manager's job easier while making your value and impact more clear. So I'll say that again. It's making your manager's job easier while making your impact more clear. So when you manage up, you're anticipating your boss's needs. You're keeping them in the loop. You're communicating clearly with them. And most importantly, you're not assuming that they know everything that you're doing day in and day out. In reality, they're keeping track high level of the projects and the tasks that you have, but they don't always know when you get pulled onto other teams or pulled onto special projects or pulled by certain leaders from other teams to support them. So don't assume that this other leader is going to inform your boss of what you're doing. They probably won't. It's your job to do that. So in short, assume nothing and communicate everything. I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to do that in this video. Confidence tip number 1, speak on your own behalf. So confidence at work doesn't always look like the loudest voice in the room or the loudest voice in a meeting. Sometimes it's just simply sending your manager a quick email, text, chat, Slack, whatever you use, something that says, hey, just a heads up, this is what I'm working on this week, and here's what I've already wrapped up. The important detail here is don't wait for your performance review to highlight your wins and highlight everything that you're doing. Make it a habit to own it in real time and share your value as you're doing it. On a side note, speaking of performance reviews, keep track of all of these one-off emails and updates in a separate document so when the mid-year and the year-end performance reviews come, you have it all in one place. Confidence tip number 2, assume nothing. Remember, your manager is juggling 10 or 100 things in their own job and also managing up as well. So they don't always have the capacity to track your every move and keep track of everything that you're doing. So it's your job to let them know. So again, don't assume. Don't assume they know that you stayed late or that you came in early or that you saved this one client account or that you fixed a system or a process on another team that was about to fail. So you have to share these things. It took me a long time to learn this tip in my career, back when I had a boss. Silence gets you overlooked for those promotions, projects, special recognition, but visibility gets you promoted. So keep that in mind. And this includes this proactive communication that we're talking about. Plus, keeping your manager informed like this builds that trust with them and enhances your partnership and your relationship with them. It shows you're being proactive and not passive. Okay, next, let's talk about some other ways that you can start managing up today. Again, without feeling like you're bragging or kissing up in any way. Here's one. I'm going to be sharing 5 different examples on how you can do this. 1, giving regular status updates by email, Slack, chat, ping, DM, whatever you guys call it, or even if it's a one-on-one meeting, if you have regular one-on-ones with them weekly or bi-weekly, whatever works for you, just be consistent in consistently giving your updates. 2, be proactive and flag any roadblocks early. So don't wait until a project is off the timeline or you're going to miss a deadline in some way. Communicate when something might impact overall results. Giving your manager this update lets them know that you're staying on top of it, you're paying attention to what the team is working on, and you're just giving them a heads up so that they're still in the loop with everything that's going on. Number 3, this is a big one, and this is something a lot of people forget, but connect your work, your day-to-day work, with the overall business goals. Not just your team goals, but the overall organization if you can. So something like this, I just finished this report. Instead of just saying that, you can say, this report will help the sales team hit their monthly targets. Or here's another example. Share future benefits. Say you're working with a vendor and they're integrating some kind of new capability in the software that you use with them. Saying that this capability will now help the finance team with their budget planning next quarter, whenever it is. That shows that this is going to help the company overall. Anytime that you can find a way to help another team or save the company money or help the company reach a goal, whatever that looks like, you're tying your work into the overall success of the company. Your boss is going to appreciate that. Number 4 is asking for feedback. So be careful with this one. You don't want to overdo it. So asking for feedback before you need it. That shows confidence. It shows that you have like a growth mindset with your career. Again, don't do it in every one-on-one that you have with them, but you want to do it at times that it's not in your mid-year review or not in your annual performance review. Just occasionally sprinkle it in there, ask for feedback, ask if you seem to be on track with some project or whatever that you're working on. Maybe it's a new skill that you're learning. Whatever it is, occasionally just ask for feedback. Say, do you need anything more from me? Do you need anything less from this? Anything I can do to support the team in a new or better way? Any question like that is going to be a good conversation to have with your manager. And again, it shows that growth mindset. Number 5 is ensuring they have confidence in you. So saying something like, hey, I got this, and then you need to prove it. So your actions will reinforce confidence, accountability, trust, and be that dependable person on your team so that your manager knows they can rely on you. Managers want their team to be resourceful, being able to think for themselves, not relying on them as a manager to make all of the decisions. So you want to show that you are resourceful, aim to be that employee on the team. The next section is be an advocate for yourself. So you might be killing it at work, but if you're quiet about it, nobody will know. So as I said earlier, that's how you get overlooked for recognition, promotion, things like that. Managing up is how you advocate for yourself strategically. It's the confidence and the communication, those qualities that help build your career momentum. And remember, unless your boss is a superhero, they can't read your mind. You have to let them know certain things. You have to take the initiative, be proactive in your communication with them. Keeping them informed, again, makes their job easier. Assume nothing and manage up with these tips like a pro. Okay, that is it for today, but stay tuned for part 2. It's going to be less about your day-to-day work and more about managing up and having those tough conversations with your manager when it comes to burnout, your workload, aligning priorities, things like that, pushing back when you need to, how to have those difficult conversations too. So stay tuned for that. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe and drop a comment below. Let me know if you have any other questions or any other topics for future videos as well. And also let me know one thing you're going to start doing to start managing up at work. I'd love to hear it. All right, stay tuned for part 2. I'll see you there.